Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's Fiona Hooper here. And guess what? We're back with another show called The Poetry of Painting. So this week, it's my great pleasure to have back on the show with me, Ritesh Nigam. So bear with me. I will bring Ritesh on the screen. Here we go. Hi, Ritesh. How are you?
Hello, Fiona. I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm very good. Thank you. Yes. You keeping well?
I'm very well. Yes, definitely.
I think you
With the
should be
new
very
look.
Yes, the new look as well. I think you should be very fit going with that new look as well. Tell us a little bit about that before we get into the poem.
Yeah, definitely. I think we did had a discussion. I think in the last show that I'm cycling to London to Paris, raising money for the Action Medical Research.
Mhm.
And as they say, third time lucky. Yes, I did it.
Excellent. Well done. Well done. Did you enjoy it as well?
um, I enjoyed it later on. Yes, initially I was really apprehensive that how I'm going to do that. With the weather, change of scenery, and the crossing of Dover and everything. You just get all those things in mind.
Yeah.
Uh, but it was an amazing group. We were 40 people, all cycling,
Wow.
raising money for various charities.
Yeah.
And no, it is a once in a lifetime event,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I'm so pleased for you. You actually got to do it, battling against COVID and everything else. You got there in the end,
I know.
and the new look, Ritesh, which is very nice, I have to say. Very good. It
Thank
suits
you,
you
thank
very
you.
well.
I
So
think
tell us
yeah, that's a surprise for everyone actually. I just decided. So the backstory is like that my wife, she has been asking me to cut the hairs because obviously I grew it, because the barber shops were closed, no
Mm,
hairdressers. So just it was just what do you say, lockdown locks, as I used to
right.
call them. And my wife was saying, can you get them? And probably she was getting, kind of jealous because my hairs were getting longer than her hair.
Oh.
So so and then I kind of told her, promised her that once I've done this cycling bit,
Mm,
when I come back, I'll get the haircut done. And when I was in the Paris, we were walking to the hotel. The evening, we stayed there for one day,
mhm.
and I saw a couple of hairdressers, and that gave me an idea. Okay, so I just next morning, 10 o'clock, I was standing in front of them. Only problem was that he didn't speak English.
Oh, right.
And
Okay.
so I started my Google Translator on mobile. I would write that, but thankfully, one of the customer who was always, already there, a young guy, he was bilingual, so he knew both the languages, and he started translating. And this guy was like, "Oh, you cycled. Oh, you are with a group. Oh, you got your haircut done. Oh." And then he got the whole thing, and he was pretty excited. I set up a video camera, we recorded it, and he did a pretty good job.
Excellent. Oh, brilliant. That's really good. Good fun as well. And was your wife pleased?
I think more than the wife, the group was pleased, because I got the haircut done in the morning, and then we met Rosie uh, and Chris. I saw both Chris and Rosie.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. So, and the group was like, "Oh my God, who is this new guy?"
Yeah.
You and I was like, "Oh my God." So yeah, and then obviously the wife was, she was, yeah, you could see the grin on her face that, "Oh my God, you did it what you promised." I said yes, and a surprise as well. So
Oh, lovely, lovely. Yes, as you say, welcome to Chris and Rosie and everybody else who's watching, whether you're watching live or on replay. I hope you enjoy the show. I'm sure Ritesh has got another beautiful poem for us. He always comes up with some amazing lines, so can't wait for that. So shall we move on to the poetry for a minute then, Ritesh, and
Yeah,
before we carry on
definitely.
with everything else that we've got to talk about?
Yeah.
So this week, Ritesh chose a painting of mine called Meandering, which relates to the little stream in the painting. And it's actually one that I did as a donation for sale in aid of the Prince's Trust,
Ah,
which is a fantastic charity helping young people, get their lives on track and training and all sorts of things. So it's a really worthy cause. And it's sold in aid of that charity at the Sandown Art Fair weekend before last. So that was really exciting that somebody loved it, and they came to see me on my stand as well and said, "Oh, look, I've just bought this. It's your painting," and we had a lovely chat. So that was brilliant. And so I don't have the actual painting. I do have one that's similar up here in that it was inspired by the same scene, but it's a much larger painting. The one that you can see on the screen is only 8 inches square, whereas this one is 50 by 70 centimeters, so it's quite a lot bigger. But
mm,
I just loved that scene so much, and I did it in a slightly different way. It's in a much more a cooler palette, more subtle, more. It's a sort of misty scene as opposed to this one, which was more of a bright, fresh scene. So
yep.
just a different angle on it. So it's called Meandering, Ritesh. That's the painting that you chose. And can we hear your poem? Can't wait.
Yeah. So when I was looking at this painting, and obviously the painting I know has been used. That's your favorite knife which you have used
Yes.
on the painting, and you won't believe one of the first poem which I wrote, and actually um, it was about um, use of a knife with little bit of what do you say, doubts of or thoughts of self harm and something like that,
Oh.
which sometimes that happens, when you have read something, when you have seen something, those things goes in your mind. And then I
Mhm.
said, no, that's not going with the poem. So I rewrote it, and I wrote it in a um, I think it's more like a personal poem, a very small poem, instead of descriptive. Um, as Rosie is watching, she is amazing the way she, you know, uses the words. But this is more like a personal feeling. Um, so let me read it. Okay, so uh, the title of my poem is Meandering, as as the as the scene of this painting. Um, my thoughts are following the usual path of self-doubt and meaningless wandering into the unknown, and then back to the reality of these glowing trees rooted into the earth, only leaves wandering, but those leaves not going anywhere I could go, following my thoughts that empower my fight back from meandering forward and backward to this golden scene and me, both simply meandering.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
That is lovely. It's just, yeah, as you say, it's not about the trees as such or anything. It's about you and how you are, your mental processes and where you're going. And yeah, love it. Really
Thank
lovely
you.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, I,
Oh.
I thought I'll do a bit different. It didn't, like, normally you have, when I select the poems, you have those big clouds and trees and things.
Mm,
This is more like a macro photo of something. You don't know what's here, what's there. It's just a macro photo of or probably an autumn scene. Um,
mm.
and So I was just like, and because when it's macro, when you are looking at something so like, with a small window,
Mm.
then it concentrates and then it takes you somewhere. You don't know where your thoughts will go. And that's exactly what's happening. And that's why I said, well, both seen and me both are meandering.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you, Ritesh. And Chris says, lovely poem, thought-provoking. Absolutely,
Thank
yes,
you.
yeah,
Thank you,
it
Chris.
is. I shall look forward to reading that as well later. In fact, you might want to do what Roz did last week and read it for us again towards the end of the show, just so we could hear
Maybe.
it again. That'd be
Yeah.
really good if you'd like to do that. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
we can do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
excellent. So, what's been going on apart from your bike ride? You've got a festival at the moment, I think, Ritesh?
Oh, yeah, today is the festival. Obviously, you must have heard about Diwali.
Mm-hmm.
And Diwali is a festival in Hinduism when the god Ram he returns back to his home. So today is the day when he is going to kill the demon, and from
Mm.
now on, in next 3 weeks will be Diwali.
Oh, right, right.
Yes. So, and from I think in 15 days time, sorry, in the 15 days time, there will
Mm.
be so Diwali falls on the no moon light. So there is no moon on that day, and
Mhm.
that's why people put the lights out to welcome Ram. So that's the journey of Ram from today in next 2 weeks. So this particular festival is actually the end of the 9 days festival. So
Right.
we celebrate 9 for 9 days. There are different goddesses, same
Mhm.
goddess, but she has got a different what you say avatar or a different life form,
Mhm.
and we celebrate those life forms. And then today is the day when Ram killed the Ravan, and it's always also called the day when when the religion wins or the truth wins over the demons over. And then you kind of, when you see it philosophically, we celebrate as if that you want to kill demons inside you, and
Right.
look for the purity and the cleanliness and devotion, not just to the god but to the humanity, but to so that's how so this today what we are celebrating is called Dashhera. So Dash in Hindi means 10,
Mhm.
and the demon had 10 heads. So that's how, and then they connected philosophically that those 10 heads are like, we have a pride, we have ego, we
Mm.
have lust, and all those things, 10 impurities of a man or a woman, and you basically empower them with love, and that is how you celebrate this day.
All right. So, are there
Yeah.
any special meals or special foods that you eat or things you do or don't do for the festival?
Yeah, well, today is more like a feast day because for 9 days people are mostly fasting. It's almost like a Ramadan, but they
Right.
do fasting for those 9 days. And then
Mhm.
today is the day when, you go and eat anything.
I like today. I like the sound of today.
I know.
That's my sort of day. Go and eat anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
lovely. So,
it's a huge festival back in India and
mhm.
Nepal. And they put a big effigies, almost like what we do on the 5th of November, the Guy
Oh,
Fawkes Night. So almost similar like that, but in a grand scale. They'll put the effigy and then burn it, and so it's all about burning the pride and the
mm.
lust and those 10 things from inside, and become a pure form. So,
Becoming a kinder, better person, basically.
yeah, yeah. I think most religion goes to the same,
Mm.
follow the same path, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Become a better person. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, I hope you enjoy your evening of eating anything and everything. So that sounds
Yeah,
good fun.
hopefully, the wife is in the kitchen, although I have made biryani for her because she was working. So
Yeah.
uh, let's. It's
No.
gonna be, yeah.
How long will it take me to get round?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Or next time when we meet, definitely.
Right, you're on. Right,
Yeah.
we've got that recorded, Ritesh. Okay.
No problem, not at all. I love creating something and serving. So even my wife she takes the things to her workplace. Because, oh, my husband has made biryani today. Let's
Yeah.
everyone have it. So now they are like, is he making biryani today? Is he making biryani this week?
Oh, lovely. Well, Rosie says, yes, not so keen on the fasting. I think
I
I'd
don't.
have problems with fasting, Rosie, you and me both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so good at that. Yeah. The eating bit I can do pretty well, actually. So, yeah. Hey ho. So, in my world at the moment, I need to start looking at getting my book published, start looking at that
Yes,
again. Um, I would like to get it published sooner rather than later, although I don't have a deadline at the moment. But now that the art fair's out the way and all that entailed, mind you, I always seem to think after this happens or that happens, I'll have a lot more time. Things will be quieter, things will be calmer, but it doesn't seem to happen that way, does it? It always
no,
seems to
no,
be busy, or in my world it does. So, but I need to schedule that some time in to look at that. So I'll probably be picking your brains on that in due course, Ritesh, as well, because I know that
definitely,
you've got some knowledge in that and experience in that area. So why reinvent the wheel when I can pick your brains, hopefully?
exactly.
Um, so that's exciting.
Tell me about that Facebook photo. You met one of the photographer. No, sorry, one of the poem who she's on
Yes.
tour.
Yes, Skylar J. Winter, one of my guests on this show, who is just absolutely wonderful. She's a lovely girl, and she's over in the UK at the moment. She came over last week, and
Hmm.
she's doing a tour. I say the UK, but it actually includes Ireland, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and actually Paris, I believe, as well. Or at least
Ooh,
I know she's going to be in Paris. I'm not sure if she's doing a show there or not, but she's doing quite a number of poetry shows around the country. I did put her links on under last week's show on Facebook. So if anybody would like to find out more, please look at last week's show. I'll try and remember to put them on underneath this one as well. And on Saturday last weekend, we met up for dinner with her friend Neshka, who did the artwork for Skylar's new book, which I have a copy. It's beautiful. It's a lovely
wow.
book of her poetry and Neshka's painting. So a little bit like my book, but the other way around, sort of
No, that
thing.
I think
Um,
that must have definitely boosted your, oh, I need to get my book in my hand as
absolutely.
well.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely,
Oh, that's
definitely.
lovely.
And we just had an absolutely super evening. It was really good fun. The talk didn't stop all night. Apart from, I think by the end of the evening, our guests from Australia were starting to flag a little bit because it was about 4:30 in the morning or something by the time we finished dinner, and they'd only been here for a couple of days. So
Uh,
I think the jet lag was starting to take its
Definitely.
toll.
And
But
you guys were in Windsor, weren't you?
yes, yes. So we've got the
Ah,
castle in the background in the photograph as well, just
yeah,
high, being floodlit in the background. So it
yeah.
was really lovely. And I'm hoping as well that I'll be able to make one of Skylar's shows coming up later this month.
Wow, that's
So,
great.
and that one's in Peterborough. So if you can make it, Ritesh, it'd be great to meet up there as well. And you can meet
Oh, no, yes,
Skylar
definitely,
and
yes. And is she coming on your show?
we actually did a recording last week, which was
Okay.
all in the same time zone just for once, which was amazing.
Yeah,
Because obviously during the tour, they're doing a lot of traveling, they're doing quite a lot of shows and workshops and things as well. So even though they're in the country, it wasn't really going to work
pretty
on
busy.
a
Yeah.
Wednesday evening for their point of view from their schedule. So we recorded a show last week, and that'll be going out Is that next week? What are we on the today? No, 2 weeks time that'll be going out.
Okay,
So yeah, so that'll be
that's
good.
good. Yeah.
But it was so lovely meeting, another of my online poets in person, which is brilliant. So
I
we'll have
know.
to get and meet up, Ritesh. If you can get to Peterborough on the 23rd as well, that'd be brilliant. We can all meet up together. So I've met Skylar, I've met Rosie. So I've just got a few more to meet yet, but we'll get there. I'm sure we
Yeah,
will,
we'll get there. Yeah. In fact, I
especially
was
with
in
the book.
Windsor. I cycled to Windsor on Sunday or Saturday in the early morning.
Oh,
We
right.
did a group cycling, and this time you said, "Okay, let's go back to Windsor." So yeah, and then I saw your photo and said, "Oh, yeah, we were at the same place, obviously,
Yeah,
at different
yeah,
timings."
yeah, absolutely. Well, Rosie says she's been giving Skylar's friends some suggestions for Hertfordshire venues. Brilliant, Rosie. Thanks very much. I'm sure they'll appreciate that very much
Wow.
indeed. And if you can get along, Skylar is just so lovely, and Neshka's wonderful too. So I'm sure you would have a great time listening to Skylar's poetry and all the other poets that will probably be taking turns as well. But
Yeah.
Skylar's certainly headlining some of these shows,
Wow.
and also Neshka's brought over some of her original artwork that's in the book as well. So that'll be on show, and there'll be the book to buy, which is lovely. As I say, I have a copy. So there'll be lots to see and do. And yeah, just to meet Skylar was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So
I'll definitely try. I need to look into it. As I say, busy things happening over
mm,
here with all the festivals, but
yes,
I need to have a
yes,
look. Yeah,
yeah.
23rd of Did you say 23rd of October?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And it's in the evening in Peterborough. I can't remember exactly where now,
Yeah, that's
but
okay.
the
I'll check
details
the
are on
link.
there. So yeah, that'd be brilliant. So yeah, so that spurred me on again, as you say, with the book, seeing Skylar's book, which is her second book of her poetry. So yes, it'd be really good to get mine done as well. Looking forward to that very much. And in the meantime, this month, the whole of October, I am the Blooms Art Group's Artist of the Month. So
Congratulations.
thank
Yay.
you. That means that on the Blooms Art House Instagram page, Facebook page, LinkedIn, and also videos going onto YouTube as well. The posts are all about my work, my painting, the way I work, what I do, what inspires me, and so on, which sort of makes me feel a bit sort of, yes, it's a lovely feeling, but also a bit sort of nerve-wracking as well, that it's all about me rather than somebody else. But yeah, but it's lovely, and Sammy is helping a lot with that as well. So thank you very much, Sammy. Yeah, so that's a brilliant opportunity as well to have more people see my work and to get feedback on things as well, which is
Yeah,
great.
definitely. So
Yeah.
when you attended these all the art, so do you get odd people coming up and critique your painting? Some funny. Tell me about that.
Not too much, not too
Not too
much, to
much.
be honest. Oh, what Chris is saying, whoa, that's amazing. Glad the Blooms have honoured you. Good luck. Thank you very much, Chris. That's lovely. I think I'll need it getting all these posts done, but there we are. It's my challenge, it's my opportunity, sorry, and
Yeah.
I shall rise to it. No, it was lovely at the art fair. Did meet a lot of people, visitors and lots of other artists as well, which is really nice, some of whom I already knew. So it was
Mhm.
really lovely to catch up with them and find out what they've been doing, what's been going on in their worlds, and also making new artist friends as well. Everybody is always so friendly at these fairs, or I've found so, and it's lovely. You meet the people, network, exchange ideas. Um, the man in the stand next to me, lovely guy, but I looked at his stand and I thought, some of your work can't really see it very well. So I just said to him, I think you might want to adjust your lights. Oh, and it just hadn't occurred to him. So we got the
Mm,
chair out and got up and him adjusting the lights and me saying, yeah,
great.
no, down a bit, across a bit. And it made a big difference. So, I mean, just little things like that, helping each other and just it all helps it helps everybody, because you're sharing and combining your efforts and skills, and
Exactly. I
not to
think
create
I had
the
a
art, but
exactly. I think I had a exactly similar experience when we were cycling, and all the 40 group different skills, and people. Somebody will get a puncture, somebody will
mm,
get they'll fall or slip, and then everyone will come back, support each other, and give
yeah,
exactly like giving tips that oh, if you could have done this, or
mm,
next day when it is going to rain, if you can put the things away, all those things, tips and tricks,
yeah,
same thing. So I think that and when you are in such kind of a group, it just motivates you. It just
mm.
makes you feel very happy, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, and it benefits everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has a better experience, and how can that be a bad thing? It's just so lovely. So yeah, it was really good. It was a bit of a shame that there was another art show on at Ascot the same weekend, which was a bit unfortunate, because I'm sure it didn't help either of the venues to get as many people as they could have done. But that's the way
Yeah.
it was,
And
and just
we
had a
got
lovely
a
time.
Yeah, we in the post we got the local resident weekend pass to attend that event, and
Oh,
we
right.
are in Reading, and we're like, it's Ascot, but I could see their marketing thing that they
Mm,
set it as if that you have got a weekend pass to come and visit because you are a local resident.
mm.
Um, but obviously, yeah, having same thing, on the same weekend is not good for
And
both of them. Yeah,
no,
and especially
and
with the close
Sundown.
by. If it was
Mm.
in Edinburgh or somewhere,
Oh,
and then
absolutely,
it won't matter.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, but Rosie came to see us at the show, which was
Ah,
lovely.
wow.
Had spent some time chatting with Rosie, and she had the opportunity to look round all the stands, which I didn't get round them all, unfortunately. There was so many to see, but it was lovely to see her, and also my fellow Blooms artists there, Sammy, Steph, and Steve, which was wonderful. And I have my calendars on sale, by the way, Ritesh.
Oh, okay. Yes.
2023 calendars are now available, folks.
Wow.
Last year I sold out of the 2022 ones for the current year. So if you would like a calendar, do let me know. This year unfortunately they're £12, not £10, because printing is going up. Oh, Rosie says she bought one. Absolutely. And some cards I think you bought as well, Rosie. So thank you for that.
Wow.
Um, so yes, they're £12 plus post and packing, same format as before, lovely glossy images and space to write your appointments and things as well. And so yes, yeah. So do
And
let me know if you'd like one, anybody.
I have
Ritesh?
one of them for the last year. So I was wondering, what do you do to with those which is going away? Can I frame them?
Yes, if you'd like to frame them, please do.
Okay.
Yeah. It's your calendar to do with as you wish.
Think
So
that
yeah.
might make yeah, I might actually frame it, put it somewhere, and then maybe gift out. So calendar becoming a photo frame. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes, yeah, and don't forget, folks, you can buy them for your friends as well.
Exactly.
So I've got to sell them, Ritesh. Got to
Yeah,
sell them. So,
definitely.
but yeah, we're getting towards the end again, Ritesh. It's gone in a flash, as it normally does. The show. It's been fantastic having you on. I hope you're going to come back again very soon.
Definitely. I would always love to come back to the show. That's the where, that's one thing I'm doing kind of constantly, that, okay, a painting, a poem. So I'm also building, my collection of poems.
Excellent. And hopefully by next time you come back, if not sooner, I will have a painting in which you might be interested to look at and maybe write another poem. I know you've already written something similar, but I'm not going to say too much more. But there we go.
Let's keep some
Excellent.
surprise. Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I like surprises.
Yeah, indeed. Well, thank you everybody for watching as well. Thank you, Ritesh, so much for being on the show. It's been fantastic chatting with you. And learning some new things for my part as well, which is wonderful. So come back and visit soon, and
Thank you, Fiona.
I'll be back next week with another show of the Poetry of Painting. Thanks, everybody. See you then. Take care. Bye.
Take care.
Bye,
Bye.
Ritesh.
Bye
Bye.
bye.